Hello everybody, I'm back with an update already. I managed to finish first place at my locals. Here's the winners pack, so you know this is a winning deck profile here. I wanted to share this updated list because I think Sacred Beast is poised to be potentially one of the best decks of the format, and I want to show you guys my list, and the ratios have been mathematically thought out, so even if you don't want to play my build card for card, I believe the deck count is currently correct. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first up, we play very standard, we play 3 Hamon. That's right, we have the 1 Starlight. We play 3 Hamon, 3 Raviel, 3 Sacred Beast released, 3 Card of Soul, and these are all our starters for Sacred Beast. These are all the 1-card combos. You need to max out on these because the deck does have a lot of bricks, and the way I've managed to mitigate that is by increasing the deck count a lot. If you're unsure how these cards work, please see my previous video. I go over each one in detail. Next up, we have the somewhat 2-card combos. We have the engine requirement. We have 3 Martyr. We have 3 Thunderclap. We have 1 Fallen Paradise. So I want to quickly talk about this. I see a lot of deck profiles playing 2 Fallen Paradise, and while this may be true in Genesis, you do not need to play 2 Fallen Paradise in the TCG, in Advanced specifically, because there is no crackback. This deck either wins on turn 1 or it doesn't get there at all. If you can get to this, you usually are winning the game. You are not mid-range, you are not roll-ad. You're not going into a situation where you need 2 Mind Shuffle to potentially close out a game. You should be able to close out the game with just 1 field spell. I have played 2 locals. I got in first place and I went X1 at the other locals. It has never come up that I needed 2 Fallen Paradise other than the one time where my opponent ripped it off the top with Zombie Vampire. This is the correct ratio, and I do not believe you need to be playing any more than 1. Next up is the other one of, we play 1 Summoner, and then instead of playing the IP package, we want to end on Uria and the combined Assault. The reason why we have to play this is because there exists Crown and a lot of unreactable. I did see like a Gordian Schneider or whatever. Actually, no, sorry, not Gordian Schneider. You cannot negate that one. But there's a lot of like breakers right now, like Dark Ruler No More, where your opponent cannot respond with monster effects. And so this package helps you insulate that. Not to mention that Uria being a spell speed 4 pop on spell traps has come up a lot. So those are all the Sacred Beast cards we play. Basically all of these cards here that I just went over, these are all bricks. And the way we mitigate that, as I said earlier, is that we play a very large deck count. So that's the Sacred Beast cards. Next up, we play the Fiendsmith package. We have the 1 Lurrie. It's always great to shuffle back Lurrie because did you know Lurrie is not once per turn? So if you put him back with Engraver and you draw him again off of the field spell, you can actually ditch him again to resummon him to get another body. So really, really good card. You can always put him back too because he's always live on the crackback. We have 1 Tract, 1 Lacrima, and 3 Engraver. These are also bridging into the Sacred Beast stuff. You have to play the Fiendsmith stuff. The Fiendsmith stuff increases the ceiling, the repeatability, the crackback potential. It's just too good not to play. Next up, we have the non-engine. So we play a lot of non-engine. We play the 6 Charmies. We play 3 Fuwalos and 3 Purulia. Because our deck count is so high, we basically just want the 1-card hand traps that will basically end your opponent's turn. Not to mention the fact that the game has gotten so fast and so strong that like Imperm and Nib honestly don't do anything. Even if you draw a combination of both, sometimes they don't even play into it. They might summon less than 5 times and still have a crazy end board. I have loved this. This has always been amazing to me. So 3 Purulia, 3 Fuwalos. You basically need to play this, especially if you're playing Rogue. Next up, we have the Power 3-ofs, as I said before. We have Talent, Black Goat Laughs, and Called by the Grave. You can always pitch Black Goat Laughs with any of these Sacred Beast cards. Called by to push your combo through, and Talent because it's something great we can search with Thrust. Spoiler alert, we're playing Thrust. That's probably our going second search on the turn 2 rather. We can search Talent to draw 2 or steal their card. I wouldn't change any of these. You basically have to play them. Very, very powerful cards. They're all, well, other than Black Goat Laughs, Talent, Called by are 1 for a good reason. Next up is the star of the show. We play 3 Phara, Primordial Goddess, 3 Evenly Matched, and 3 Thrust to help either search Sacred Beast released or evenly matched. Some people at locals, they tell me that evenly is really bad this format because you'll evenly them. Sure, they won't have a way to stop evenly matched, but what's going to happen is they're going to live and then they're going to kill you on the crackback. But the reason why they think that is because they are very wealthy players. You see, the people who are telling me that are not budget players. They're playing Cool Toon, they're playing Rollad, they have Harmonia, they have all the money cards, and so in their mind, why would I evenly? If I evenly, I lose access to like Harmonia turn 0 play, I lose access to my Garifo play, I lose access to, like Harmonia, like KT, they don't want to do that. And besides, the end board that those top decks make, their mid-range, they don't make basically an insta-win. If you can go Phara, Raviel evenly, you can break basically any board. I have won so many games off Phara, Raviel evenly, it's kind of ridiculous. And I also want to mention the fact that a lot of power in Sacred Beast is concentrated in this card, in the Sacred Beast released. You basically, if they ash this, you're in a really bad spot. So you always want to going first. Phara is really powerful. It gives you a body. You don't have to steal when you pitch it for the Sacred Beast effects. But if you go Phara, Raviel, Sacred Beast released, you're not scared of ash. You're basically going to guarantee your combo. If you go Phara, Sacred Beast released, it doesn't even matter if they open the Droll or not. Like, you are still going to full combo them. So this basically beats Droll, beats Ash, it forces your combo through, and you're going to end on at least the min board, which is still Colossus plus Varudris at that point. So you basically gotta play that package. And Phara evenly, not to mention, super good. You're basically playing 6 evenly matched because of the fact that Thrust is also evenly. Very, very, very powerful package. Stay tuned at the end. I will go over a combo on how the deck works. So let's go over the extra deck. We have 1 Colossus, 1 Varudris. These are the 2 crazy end board pieces that you're going to make. Next up is the only card you can consider changing, and that's Relinquished Anima. If theoretically, if they're a good player, this will never come up, but I managed to win a game against Branded where they summoned their Mirror Jade in front of the extra monster zone for some reason. I stole their Mirror Jade and killed them with that. So it did come up once, but I might cut it in a potential future build. I'm still working on the deck. Hopefully I'll get you guys another build after this, but I want to show you guys this build. SP Little Knight, super, super good. When you have the Fiendsmith stuff, basically you will jump scare them with SP Little Knight. You're just gonna go Requiem, you're just gonna spin your wheels, force out as many interactions as you can before you can drop Raviel and wipe their board. SP Little Knight is there to help that, especially since we're going evenly match. You can evenly them and then SP Little Knight. It doesn't matter if you can't attack and can't close out the game. Once you make Varudris plus Colossus plus Desiree plus Kang Caesar, there is literally very little they can do to beat your board unless for some reason they went first and sided in Lava Golem and Sphere Mode, but I highly doubt that. Next up is literally all the Fiendsmith stuff. So you need to play the M7 because it bridges into the Fiendsmith package from the, bridges into the Sacred Beast package from the Fiendsmith package. You play the King Caesar because he is your end board piece. You play Necroquip because that way you can go into King Caesar and Desiree. We play 1 of the combined. Honestly, you could cut this because if you're in a position to make this, usually you've already won the game. I have literally never summoned this actually. They've usually scooped after I activated the trap to negate their crown. I have almost never summoned this, so you could probably cut this. If you don't have this, I wouldn't stress too much about it. You technically don't need it. You could play something else, but it could theoretically come up. There are times I theoretically could have made it, but my opponent scooped before we got to that point. You need Aerial Eater to bridge from Fiendsmith. We play Desiree and Lacrima. This basically helps you play through. This will let you make King Caesar through hand traps if you haven't committed sequence, and this will basically appear as part of your end board. You're going to be making this with King Caesar. This is how you bridge from Sacred Beast back to Fiendsmith with Reproducus and the Agnum Day, the Sequentia, and the Fiendsmith Requiem. That's the extra deck. So let's go over the side deck now. So when we want to go second, we're going to side in 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. The reason why we side in Harpy's Feather Duster is because you need something to search with Thrust that is not evenly matched. And so Duster has come in really clutch. Sometimes I've used the Draw 2 effect of Fallen Paradise and then thrust it into Harpy's Feather Duster to clear out someone playing Floodgate Turbo. Next up, we play the 3 Lava Golem. You basically have to play Lava Golem, in my opinion, this current format, because so many people are doing the crazy spell canceller end board. If you let someone full combo, if you let what's the name of that deck? If you let Elf Note full combo, if you don't open Lava Golem, or if you don't find yourself a Sphere mode, you basically instantly lose. In my opinion, you basically have to play these 6. If you are very wealthy, you could cut the Sphere modes for Pot of the new Pot of Sloth, but suffice to say, you could play this. This package has never let me down. I have basically Sphere mode and Lava Golem to many, many wins. So these are going second cards. I'll show you the side pattern after that. And then our going first cards are 1 Judgment, 1 DDG to search off the Thrust, 3 Ash Blossom to stop the Charmies, and this is my new tech that I've been loving a lot, and I highly recommend you try it. It's the 2 Droll on the side with the 1 Crossout. So if your deck dies to Droll, think of it this way. The first search, if you have Crossout and they don't Droll you, then now you can discard Crossout for whatever you want. If you do get Drolled, then you can obviously Crossout it. But if they don't, it's just free discard fodder. This has been really good. The only hand trap Sacred Beast cares about is Droll. So by crossing it out, you basically enable yourself to do better. And honestly, main decking the Droll is basically mandatory in my opinion, because it's like, yes, KT and Rolad, they can play through Droll. But can they break your board and play through Droll? The answer to that is no. So if you can layer your end board with Droll and the Crossout Designator, then you're going to be in a really good spot. So to quickly go over the side pattern, going first to put in these cards, you basically want to take out 1 Thrust. You want to take out your Called By, your Black Goat Laughs. You want to take out this guy and this guy, the 2 bricks. So that puts you at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here is kind of things where things get interesting. You can either, I like to personally cut out 1 engine piece from each variant. So I cut 1 Engraver and 1 Card of Soul. And that lets you basically sub those cards in directly. Next up is the going first side. So the going first cards, as I showed earlier, are as follows. You basically cut all the Charmies. So when you look at it, you're basically going to cut all the Charmies and the Evenlies. You're going to leave Phara because you need Phara to help resolve Sacred Beast Released. When you cut all those cards, you cut the 6 Charmies, so that's 3, 3, and you cut the evenly matched. But you can see, as you can see, there's an extra evenly matched. Instead of evenly, you're going to keep 1 Fua. So Crossout can cross out Fua as well. So you can cross out Fua, and you can cross out the Droll. So you will basically sub out 3 Purulia, 3 Evenly, and then 2 Fuwalos. So that's the side pattern. Next up, we're going to go over the combo section, because I noticed in my previous video, a lot of people were asking, what is the theoretical full combo? Because I showed how to bridge from Fiendsmith. If you're curious, go back to the old video. I show you how to go from Fiendsmith to the Sacred Beast stuff, and I showed you how to go from Sacred Beast to Fiendsmith. But what happens if you open both? What is the absolute maximum ceiling you can do? So we're going to do that shortly. And we're back with the combo portion of the video, but I forgot to mention we're going to be opening all these packs, all my winning packs. We're going to open all of these at the end of the video, so please finish the video so that I may get more people to watch my content. But without further ado, let's get into the combo portion. So this is your hand. You're going to open a God hand here. You're going to have Sacred Beast guy plus Fiendsmith Engraver. So what's the God end board going to look like? You're going to start with Fiendsmith Engraver, set him to the graveyard. That's going to net you your copy of Tract. Tract, you're going to activate it to add yourself a copy of Lurrie, and then you're going to discard Lurrie. Lurrie, mandatory Chainlink 1 to summon himself. Lurrie is then going to become your copy of Fiendsmith's Requiem. Requiem effect is going to send himself to the grave to special summon your Lacrima. Lacrima on summon effect to dump your other Engraver from the deck to the graveyard. So now you're sitting with this. From here, you're going to use your Raviel to add yourself a copy of Hamon, discarding himself for effect. You're going to use Hamon to add yourself a copy of Sacred Beast Released, discarding Hamon for effect. You're going to activate your copy of Sacred Beast Released, which is going to net you your copy of Summoner, Uria, and Martyr. And you're going to discard 2 cards. So you're going to discard 2 random cards. Let's see these 2 bricks. They're no longer in our hand. This is our hand now. We're going to normal our copy of Martyr. Martyr's going to allow us to place the Sacred Beast Thunderclap to the field. From here, you're going to link Shokan. You're going to summon yourself out a copy of Sequence. Sequence is going to activate to fuse. You must fuse the following material: the Lurrie, the Requiem, and the Engraver. This is going to, you're going to put these 3 back. So I'm going to put them away because they're no longer in contention anymore. That's going to summon you a Fiendsmith's Desiree. Desiree is going to be linked off with your Sequence to make a copy of Agnum Day. Agnum Day is going to place itself into the spell and trap zone by equipping itself to any of your monsters. Let's say it's Lacrima. Lacrima from here is going to become your copy of Necroquip Princess. The zone placement matters, so there's a reason why I'm putting him up here, because you're going to be filled later on. But this is where things get interesting. If you do not fear Nibiru and you think it's a nothing card, you can play. I'll show you the full greed mode. So we're going to play into Nibiru, but if you don't want to play into Nibiru, you simply need to summon back your Engraver here by shuffling back your Sequence and then making the King Caesar. But we're not going to do that. We're going to play full greed mode. We're going to assume our opponent has opened no hand traps. Maybe they've communicated that to us. We're going to use the effect of Thunderclap, revealing our Starlight copy of Uria, Lord of Striking Thunder. That's going to net us the field spell. Sorry, Noir, you're going to get covered up here. And 2 copies of Thunder Beast, the Sacred Thunder Beast thing. We're going to then use the effect of the Summoner of the Sacred Beast, discarding it for effect to summon out Uria. Now that we have Uria, we're going to use the effect of Summoner. We're going to banish our Summoner. So Summoner is banished now. We're going to banish Summoner to summon out our Martyr again. Martyr, we're going to use the effect. We still only have 1 card. This is our 1 card hand. I'm going to put it here. 1 card in hand. Don't get tricked. To summon out the Martyrs. Actually, hang on. I think I screwed up. Yes, I screwed up. Before you do that, you want to reveal Uria to add the trap. And then you're going to discard your random card. So really, your card in your hand is going to be the trap. And then you're going to do everything the same way. You can set the trap. It doesn't matter. So your trap is down here. And then from here, you're going to send these 3 away using the effect of Fallen Paradise. You're going to send these 3 away to summon your Summoner. You're going to use the effect of Fallen Paradise to draw 2 cards. So let's say you have these 2 cards in hand now. You're using the effect of Summoner to discard a card. So we discarded a card to special summon a Sacred Beast. We're going to special summon ourselves out a Hamon. And then from here, you're going to use, because you discarded a card for cost, use Necroquip to draw another card. So you're back to 2 cards in hand. So you've cycled, you haven't gone minus that way, basically. And then from here, you're going to go Engraver to summon back. Engraver to summon back by shuffling back your Sequence. So literally your whole Fiendsmith package is going to be live on the crackback. So you're going to be putting this card back into the extra deck. And then you're going to overlay these bad boys for your King Caesar. From here, you're going to use, you're going to turn your Summoner, so it's live on the crack, into your Thunder Dragon Colossus. And then here is where things get interesting. You're going to look at your opponent and you're going to gauge how wealthy they are, or if they're playing branded. If they're very wealthy, then it means they're on Harmonia. And if they're on Harmonia, it means you don't need to worry about Super Poly. In that case, if you don't need to worry about Super Poly because your opponent is very wealthy, we're going to use Paradise one more time, sending these 3 to the grave to special summon our Raviel. We're going to turn these 2 bad boys into our copy of Varudras. And then this is the end board. You have 2 cards in hand. Could be anything. Essentially, with all the drawing we've done, you've probably gone rid of all the bricks in your hand. These are probably live. These are probably hand traps. You've got Varudras negate. You've got King Caesar summon negate. You've got a pop at spell speed 4 that they cannot react to. Like if they try to do like an accusation meme play, like if it's, like this actually came up against Malice. They set a trap, I popped it, and they couldn't chain anything. You have your Uria, they're under Colossus. You have the combined assault to negate a spell trap. So if they try to do Crown, or if they try to do Dark Ruler No More, you have your combined assault to negate that. And then during their main phase, the reason why we did all that rigmarole, you can use Lacrima to special summon out your Fiendsmith's Agnum Day. Agnum Day is going to equip itself to Desiree. So you have a piercing triple negate. It targets 3 face-up cards on the field, up to 3, and negates it. So you have a triple negate. If they do like this is really good, because if they build a chain, like let's say they have a bunch of cards on field, you're playing against Radiant Typhoon, you can negate 3 of them for the cost of basically nothing. So you have a triple negate that hides in the grave, so it plays through sphere mode and evenly and Crown and Dark Ruler no more. You have a Spell Trap negate. They're under Colossus. You have Verudrus. You have the King Caesar. And so you should win off of this. You do not need the second field spell. This should be enough. Let's time warp. What if your opponent is very not wealthy and they're playing branded, or they're playing branded. So what you're gonna do here to play around Super Poly is, this is still live, it's just in the graveyard, is instead, you're just going to leave these bad boys on the board. And the reason why we summon this one off of the field spell is because whatever you summon off the field spell is unaffected by spell cards. So they cannot fuse your Thunder Dragon Colossus away because they don't have another dark on the board to do so. They have no Super Poly target as far as I know. They cannot fuse away Thunder Dragon Colossus because this was summoned off of that effect, and so they can't do anything. So you have the burn for 1,000, the pop, and this thing. You can from here, basically, you can use the trap to negate and then summon out another Sacred Beast card, and then you can banish it to conduct a fusion summon to summon. So once you've used all these guys' effects, you can then fusion into this. So technically, this could come up, but when I play around Super Poly and I make this end board, they usually scoop at this point. Once they realize they can't Super Poly me and they're under the king and I have the Desiree, they have scooped. I have never needed to summon this guy, but theoretically it could happen. So that is the God end board with the Desiree and with the Desiree living, your triple negate Desiree living in the grave and your triple negate guy that could come down and your Super Poly proof. This is theoretically the best end board you can make, assuming you do not need to bridge into Fiendsmith or vice versa. If you have to bridge from Fiendsmith, it's better to bridge from Fiendsmith into Sacred Beast than it is to bridge from Sacred Beast into Fiendsmith, in my opinion. But it's better to open Sacred Beast into hand traps because you can make a better min board than just, doing Fiendsmith. So that's the deck. The ratios are perfect in my opinion. I believe this is 46. The reason why I'm not quite sure is because I'm cooking another build right now. I did the hypergeometric calculator math for you, so you don't have to. I believe there is only a what was that? I think there's only a 5% chance to open any of the bricks right now. It is highly unlikely that you open the bricks or multiples of the bricks. This is the correct ratio if you want to play Sacred Beast in the TCG. I would highly recommend you bump your deck count. If you don't want to follow my build completely, at least trust the math. Play 46 cards. You have no choice but to play 46 cards because we have to play 6 bricks. So that is the deck. And so let's get into it. Let's open the packs now. And drop any questions in the thing if you would like. So which one should we start with? Should we start with the winner's pack or should we save that for last? What do you think? No, we'll do that last. Let's open the Chaos Origins. Maybe I'll pull something good. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Let's start with the Chaos Origin pack. Come on. Daddy needs a pot of sloth. And Mind Shuffle, nothing. Oh, just Mind Shuffle. Okay, we'll just put that aside. We got a Mind Shuffle. It's really funny to hear, like when I go to locals and I talk to people playing Rollout, they're like, oh my God, I gotta play 2 bricks in Mind Shuffle. This deck sucks. And here we are playing 6 bricks. Next up we have, all right, come on, nothing. Oh, what's this? We have an ultra rare that I don't know what it is, so it probably sucks. Yes, it is not good, but yay, we got one of the bad ultra rares. Next up, let's open our OTS packs, OTS 30. All right, what could be behind OTS 30? We got this thing, and we got a Christian Solfador. Okay. Could be worse. Maybe I'll play Christian. Next up, we have the exact same card, a Victory Viper. Oh, that's nice. We got the Karibo token. That's nice. I would play that if I had the Rollout deck. And then let's open our next. Oh, I had another Chaos Origin pack. I forgot. Let's open that up. We got Combined Assault, Speak of the Devil. Good card. We have this. What is this? Clown Crew Dristy. Cool. I thought Crown Crew I didn't know they got more support. Cool. I didn't hear anything about it, so I'm guessing it's not good. And then let's open our Rarity Collection packs. This is Rarity Collection 2. I actually don't know what's in this, but it's always fun to open Rarity Collection because all the cards are shiny. So we've got a Sphere Mode, a Garura. Oh, what is this? Two. We got a Blue Eyes Alternative. I think this is Collector's Rare. And then we have another one in Skullmeister. Skullmeister's actually seeing play right now, so that's really nice. Oh, and we got another one. We got Phantasme, another great hand trap. Pressure Planet, a Silent Magician. Ooh, a nice MST. Oh, look at that. Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman and an MST. That's a really good pack, actually. I kind of need a foiled up MST because I've been using the common for a while now. So that's a really nice pull for me. Next up, we have the next one. We got one Dragoon. We got one Boral Dragon. We got one Anti-Spell Fragrance. And look at that, we got a Collector's Rare Rescue Rabbit. That's nice. Looks really nice, actually. We got a Twin Twister. We got a Pearly. We got an Unchained Soul of Rage. This is actually a really good rarity upgrade because I do own the full Yubel deck. And then we got Chaos Hunter and a Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Look at that guy. Look at those beady eyes. And then we have our... so now, just so you know, we're now on the official tournament store or Ultimate Tournament Pack 1. So I'm guessing they hit Tournament Pack 30, and instead of doing Tournament Pack 31, they did Ultimate Tournament Pack. So I guess when we hit 30 Ultimate, maybe they'll go Super Ultimate Tournament Pack 1. But these ones are way better than the old Tournament Packs because you're more likely to get something good. The pool of shiny cards is higher, so... Okay, we have a Genesis card. We have Deep Sea Diva. Oh, and we have a Shiny Valen. That's nice. I like to use him in with the Kizuna package. I'm not too beat up for about that. That's really nice. That is amazing. And I think that's all the packs. Let's open the winner's pack. Okay, so someone at my locals, little story, when they opened it, they actually ripped and bent the card. So I gotta be really careful here. Let's try to finesse this. So how can I... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take it easy. I don't care about the packaging. I'm going to rip it off the edge here. Let's take it nice and slow. Okay. So it's okay. It's not big welcome, okay? It's not big welcome. Thank God it's not big welcome. Anything but big welcome. Do not give me big welcome. I've seen someone open big welcome and I've seen the light of life leave their eyes. Okay, it's a monster. If it's Medius, it's not too bad. Okay, well, okay, Let's build up the suspense here. Okay, it's a monster. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's Harmonia! No way! No way! That's the money! That's the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! Oh my God! Okay, I don't know if I should be extremely happy or not that I pulled Harmonia of all things because you need 3 of these for this to be good, and I don't want to sell it because you know I want it. But this is an amazing pull. Oh my God, look at that, look at that, look at that beautifulness. Oh my God, zoom in on that OTS. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I got the Harmonia, oh my God. Now, do I spend another $200 to get the 2 other ones I need to play the deck? I was secretly hoping for Crown because I could play Crown, but this is amazing. Like money-wise, this is amazing, but like, I need 2 more to make this viable. I only have 1. If I had 1 Crown or 1 Pot of Sloth, I could make it work, but I wouldn't play 1 Harmonia. You need 1 more. This is an amazing day for Sacred Beast players everywhere. Got the OTS Harmonia with a budget deck. Okay, ignoring these Starlights. Okay, this one I paid for, but this one I pull. No, wait, I didn't pull this one either. But ignoring the Starlights, this one I pulled. This one's okay. Ignoring the Starlights, this deck, mega budget. You want to go to locals. You basically, when you play a rogue deck like we do, you don't want to build your rogue deck so that people think you're a free win. You want to build your rogue deck so when they think about you, they're like, dang, I'm not prepared for this. Why did God have to line me up to play against this guy? That was basically all my opponents. Every time I went Phara, where is it? That's the graveyard. Every time I went Phara, Raviel evenly, they were shook. They were shook. I played against, like round 1, I played against someone playing Magia Turbo Blue Eyes. There was a really scary matchup because they built up a crazy board, but they didn't go Magia right away. So I went Phara, Raviel evenly, evenly matched. I build the same board you saw earlier, the crazy end board, and it was over from there. So pick these up. They're only 12 bucks. I think I overpaid. I think it's not even 12 bucks. I think it's $10. I overpaid by $2 per copy. So pick these up. They're really good. They're super good in this deck. Really hard to interact with. Really happy with the pulls. I got my K9 package card. I got an amazing pull. This will look, this one looks really good. It'll look good on my mantelpiece along with my YCS. I'll call it a prize card, but it was really a day 2 card. But yeah, this is a great day for Sacred Beast players everywhere. So yeah, pick up the deck.